So this is a little impromptu vlog I wanted to make. So those of you that know that, one, I go through cameras like crazy. No, nothing's changed. This is not a camera update. C300 is still here. It's not going anywhere. It's sitting right over there. I am in the process, though, of trying to figure out what my next move is in terms of getting, another camera in the repertoire here. Nothing to replace the C300. The C300 was so ridiculously cheap that it's not one of those cameras where if I get into a financial pinch or something, I'm going to have to offload it because of that. There's a lot of times that I do that with cameras because, a lot of the cameras that I do invest in, just given, my whole situation is that sometimes, if I'm not using it enough to justify it, then I'll offload it like I did the Red One. But anyway, so this guy, I'm a part of a camera group on Facebook, and this guy was being kind of a douche because I was making a mention of I'm interested in possibly getting this camera again and kind of going down that rabbit hole again. And they were like, but why? You could get the other version of it, which is so much better. And I'm like, I'm not disagreeing with you, but that's just not where my interests lie at the moment. I'm looking at this camera. I don't want to say what camera I'm talking about just because it's still too early in the timeline here. And I don't want to manifest things not working out. So all you get to know is that I'm looking at other things down the road here for November, December. And again, I haven't officially put down that this is the one camera that I wanted to do. I have a couple other cameras that I'm looking at of where I want to go and what I want to venture down. Yes, it's most likely going to be a camera that I've already used. I want to go back and work with one of them again. Anyway, so this guy gets in a pissing match with me and is just kind of I don't understand why you would do that. These types of cameras, this is where his argument in my head fell flat. And this is the message that I'm trying to give you guys, that I'm kind of reiterating. He goes, these cameras don't get a whole lot of use anymore. I don't understand why you would invest in them, kind of thing. And this is where my message comes out to you guys, okay? And especially if you're investing in camera equipment for personal work. And when I say personal work, I'm talking about work that you are doing to fulfill your own personal interests in the art of filmmaking or cinematography or whatever the fuck it is, and you're not doing it for paid. You're not investing in the cameras solely to make money with it. Okay? It does not matter what camera you get. If you are interested in a Sony PD-150, get a fucking PD-150. If you're interested in a DVX-100, get a DVX-100. If you're interested in the C300, get that. If you're interested in the GH6, get that. Don't let people's opinions of what you should and shouldn't do with your money and your time and your angle in terms of investing in gear get to what you truly want to do. Because I have talked to enough people that are kind of mentally in the same game as I am, where they're interested in older equipment that might be 10, 15, 20 years old, and they want to explore what they can creatively do with it, whether it's an F900, whether it's a VariCam, whether it's the Sony F23 or F35, the Arri Alexa Classic, the list goes on. It should not matter what other people have to say in order to don't let people sway your fucking opinion on what you want to do. And again, it especially comes down to your personal investments for your own personal projects, okay? If you have the money, you only live once, pull the fucking trigger and make some good shit and learn something from the camera. I have advocated that from the moment that I got a fucking camera in my hand at 9 years old. Don't fucking follow trends. Don't follow what everybody else is fucking doing. If you happen to if your passion lies where everybody else is going, that's great. But always follow what's inside first. And whether it's a financial reason or a creative reason or whatever. You want to work with something like a DVX, go fucking do it. You want to work with something like the Thompson, if you find a Thompson Viper, which is like a huge unicorn, go do it. Doesn't matter the sensor size. It doesn't matter the resolution. Doesn't matter the color space. Just follow your fucking heart and learn cameras and have fun. At the end of the day, especially if it's personal shit, that's all that fucking matters, is that you're enjoying what you're doing. Don't worry about what people think about your work. Don't worry about like, oh, why did you spend $4,000 on an F-35 when you could have gotten blah, 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 brand new at B&H? Don't fucking worry about that. Stop, just channel and filter all that shit out. The amount of egotistical, arrogant, narcissistic, trend-following pieces of shit that I have fucking met that happen to be into what we are all into, that try to dictate and make you feel like crap because you bought this and you should have bought that, or that, you know, you could have really been better at this if you did this. Like, just stop fucking focusing on that. I will never tell any of you how to make your artwork. Any of you out there that are also artists, I don't care what the medium is. I don't care if it's like even, okay, let's say it's film. I'm not going to tell you what camera to shoot on. If there are so many people that come to me still to this day that are just like, you're the reason why I film on the XL2. You're the reason why I film on the DVX. These cameras are pushing 20 years old soon. And I admire the fuck out of people that do that. People come up to me being like, man, you know, you're the whole reason why I got into filmmaking and stuff. That's great. I mean, I don't personally see how, but I admire the fact that people see that in me. And I wish at sometimes, just because my self-esteem is like terrible, that I wish that I could see people, I could see myself and my work through a third perspective. But yay! All I'm saying, this is going to turn into a ramble, is that go with what your gut is telling you and just have fun with it, for Christ's fucking sake. Stop fucking labeling and interrogating people because it's like, oh, why the fuck is Krumloff using this? Who the fuck cares? You don't owe anybody a fucking explanation. None of us do. We're fucking artists and we do what we do because we love to do it. And regardless of what fucking paintbrush you want to do to put a stroke on the fucking canvas, if it makes you happy, if you feel comfortable, if you feel empowered, that's what fucking matters. At the end of the day, all of these fucking things, all these gizmos are just fucking tools for us. That's it. And this fucking like plastics Mean Girls thing going on where it's like, he's not serious because he doesn't shoot on a red. Fuck that shit. I am so sick and tired of the fucking arrogance in my industry about, I can't take him serious because he doesn't, you know, his sensor's not full frame. I'm fucking tired of that shit. Just go out and do what you love to do. And whatever camera lights that fucking fire in you to go out and create and try to find something within yourself and within this world and just makes one more day that we all get to have a little bit more joyful for you, go fucking do it. That's it. That's all I got. I hopefully will do a live vlog soon. Until then, I'm going to calm down and try to have a good week. And I love all of you. And thank you, as always, for the support. And my fucking rabbit is staring at me like, Daddy, all right? I'll talk to you later. God, fuck people, man.